I mean, it seems like it's kind of overdue, but it seems like it's kind of like something that he wants to do, but he's not ready, fully ready to commit to
He's
it.
scared
Like,
to do it.
yeah, he's scared. He's just not really like fully, to take on the criticism, move his family, just all the things that come with being
Well,
traded out.
well,
Yeah,
well, well, well. His family lives in Greece. They don't actually live in Milwaukee.
that's so
His
weird.
family lives in Greece. I
Isn't
guess
the same?
they don't want to live in Milwaukee. I mean, I
Is there
feel him.
something
Have you been to
similar with?
Milwaukee?
I haven't. Is there something similar with Luka too? Because didn't he just fly back
Yeah, he flew
out
to
of the country
Slovenia.
for the birth of
He
his
flew to
child? So
Slovenia for
does
the
his
birth of his
family live
child.
out there too? Then
I'm
that's
not
so.
sure where Luca's family live.
Oh
I
man.
have no idea. But from what I know, I don't think his family live in Slovenia. They might have went back for like the birth of the child or something like that. But I don't think all his family live in Slovenia. Apparently, like Giannis's not babe, wife, children, they all live in Athens during the season because they don't want to live in Milwaukee.
Uh-huh. But yeah, basically, just what I was saying was this is why he really wants to commit. A lot of what he built his backbone on, his first like as emerging as a superstar, he had a lot of quotes saying, "I don't want to do a super team thing. Like I'm one of those guys." Like he just kind of built himself on a loyalty thing. But then he realized, sometimes you don't that's not always probably best for you. The team obviously has lost a lot of players over the last couple of years. Lost Drew Holiday, traded him away. Damian Lillard is now gone. They don't have mouth turn anymore. It lost a lot of pieces. That Chris Middleton is gone. A lot of those guys that he was competing in at the top of the conference, they're all gone now. And Milwaukee is a small market city. It's not too much going on there. And I think that sometimes when stuff starts to add up, it becomes pretty like obvious at that point. I also think that it was somewhat still surprising to me because I thought he would stand on his principles, and I thought that this roster kind of really I thought it kind of dedicate like I think it's built well. The personnel is built well for him to succeed and kind of lead. It's kind of like a Giannis. I know you need probably a little more talent, but I like it's a lot of guys who shoot the ball, shoot threes at a high level, guys who can defend, guys who face the floor for him, guys who kind of just get the hell out of Giannis' way and let him just lead them to victory. A lot of problem with Dame was Dame would try to would he didn't their play style didn't really work because Giannis wanted to bring the ball up. Giannis wanted to be more of an initiator. He wanted to pretty much do that stuff with Dame there, kind of mess him up a little bit. So I thought this would be like a time for him to get his city back, take him under the wing and pull some like major run. But that's obviously it's looking like that's not where his heart is. Obviously, we had the big rumors over the summer that the Knicks were a front runner for him, but they didn't want to trade certain pieces for him, so that stopped. But I'm interested to see where he lands. It's at this point it's due. I'm just waiting for he just has to fully commit to it instead of just tiptoeing around it and just pushing it out before it ends up being too late.
Yeah, no, I feel everything you're saying. Yes, I do think that they built the team, quote unquote, for Giannis, but same time, like Giannis has to play incredible every night for them to have a chance at winning most games against actual good basketball teams. And as far as like where he can go, the other problem with trading a guy like Giannis is it ain't really that many options of places you can go for real. Like when you start looking around the league, granted, granted, obviously Giannis has done enough in Milwaukee where if Giannis says, "Shit, I want to go to the moon," they'll figure out a way to work a trade for him to go to the moon, right? But when you look around the league, like to me, in my personal opinion, I say this even during the summer, I think the best option would be San Antonio. But again, do you want to live in San Antonio? You gotta like that's also a thing. Like, granted, like you say, it's like we just said, his family lives in Greece. So I'm assuming lifestyle would be a thing that you would probably keep in mind as far as things go. And also as far as like personal branding, like yes, we know Giannis, but I still feel like Giannis is a superstar player, but I still feel like there are bigger brands than Giannis. And I think one of the reasons that there are bigger brands than Giannis is because he plays in Milwaukee.
That she's saying basically he's capping himself in by playing in Milwaukee.
Yeah, like for instance, even like Shea, right? I think Shea is a huge brand, but can you imagine the Shea brand in New York or the Shea brand in like a bigger market? Like you're still in the city that you're in most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but having said all of that, I think for basketball purposes, I want to see him in San Antonio, and the reason I want to see him in San Antonio is because we all assume, you know what I'm saying, that people just assume Wemby has 15 years. I don't know if Wemby has 15 years to play in the league. I don't know about that. Like when you look at all of like these big guys, right? Like let's just go through the history of like big, humongous, tall guys.
Yeah, it ain't that
The
great.
only one who lasted, a long time is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Literally the only one. Bill Walton ain't last that long. You look at what's happening to
How many
Joel.
years did Shaq? How many years did Shaq play? Didn't Shaq play
Okay,
for a long time?
Shaq, yeah. Shaq too. Shaq, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You start going past that. Look at Yao Ming, right? Look at Ralph Sampson.
Manute Bol.
Well, actually, okay, the Manute Bol lasted, but there's a theory about Manute Bol that he was like fucking 50 years old when he was in the NBA. There's a theory about that, but whatever. Like
Bill Walton.
Yeah, again, yeah, Bill Walton, all these guys, they don't last that long. And you look at Wemby's history, every year he hurt. Every year he hurt. He give you about a good 3 weeks, and then he going to street clothes.
Hey, real quick, do you regret picking him first? You know, you should just take Jokic. You should just take.
I should have. Yeah.
You should have just took
Jokic.
You should have just stepped to the base and pulled up jumper. You tried to step out.
I should have took Jokic, bro. There are a few things I regret about my fantasy team that I clearly did not pick right, but whatever. But no, so that's, to me, that's the play. Like, if I'm the Spurs, I'm thinking win now, bro. I think that our timeline is now. Like, why not? You have and you have the pieces, right? You can put up, I don't know, some of the young guys you got. They got some picks. You may have to part ways with like a Stephon Castle, which you may not want to do that, but you getting Giannis back. So for me, if I'm them, I think the time is, to me, that would be the best place that I would want to see Giannis. I don't really like New York because I think you've run into the same situation that you ran into with Dame, right?
Yeah, I think unless it's for Brunson, and they're not trading Brunson.
They're not trading Brunson.
He took a fake cut to stay there. The city's like, they love him. Yeah. But yeah, but I feel like hypothetically, a Towns and Giannis front court would be damn near perfect. That'd be pretty perfect.
Yeah, but but if I'm trading you that, I'm assuming that I'm getting back. Like, you think you could do that without trading Towns?
I'm saying, but like, if Brunson is involved.
No, I don't think you would involve Brunson. I think the deal would probably, if you don't want to give up Towns, you got to trade the wings, Mikal, and you got to trade OG.
Go.
No, we need both of them.
Okay, with Brunson?
No. Both of them, some bullshit, and then every single pick that you can muster.
Shit, I guess.
So I mean, again, like I said, I don't really know where you can go, but to me, in my personal opinion, I think the best move for both parties is San Antonio, and I think that San Antonio should be in win now mode, and they should be picking up the phone and do everything to get that brother in there. Because if you get Giannis in there, you give yourself a really good 2 to 3 year window. And also with Giannis, let's be realistic. Giannis starting to get hurt a lot, and there's a lot of muscle injuries, lower body. Like he has
been banged up.
Giannis ain't young no more. I think is Giannis 30 years old yet? I think Giannis is 30 years old now. And like with his play style, I don't know. Like the other night, even when he got hurt, Giannis is 31 years old now. The other night when he got hurt, didn't he say it's torn when he was on the ground?
Is that what you read his lips saying?
I saw that on the internet. I don't know if he really said that, but I saw what not on the internet, on my group chat. Somebody said that he said it's torn on the ground because he just sat down and like he was frustrated, and then I guess he realized, okay, it's not that bad. But the point is, there's been a lot of calf strains. Remember the Pacers series? What was it? Last year?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or was it the year before?
No, I think that might have been the year before that.
Yeah. The year before. That was a calf strain. It's a lot of calf strains and lower body injuries with Giannis. So at this point in time, I feel him if he wants to move on. I like completely get it, but you got to put yourself in the best situation to win in the next 2 or 3 years because you know what I'm saying. You don't know how long both of y'all got. Well, you have, but that's why I stand with it.